purpose was kind of just to like get out a message that you won't hear in mainstream. And effectively, like we kicked down the doors, man. You know what I mean? About like I will never know how it feels to cross the stage and graduate from the college. You know what I'm saying?
Diamonds in the sky, if you feel the vibe.
You know, but I just think like just like y'all see what I do, and y'all might not be. You know what I mean? Because at some point I just was just like just music. You know, I just had this tunnel vision. But you know, everything happens for a reason. And I don't know what I was thinking. Like it was a great job. I loved it, but I realized that all the good things in my life happened because I took chances. You know what I'm saying? Like when I got to New York, like the Bape store had just opened. I had moved to New York in like 04 and it opened up in 05, and I had been applying like every year. Like I was dropping off my resume every year. And even though in my back of my mind I was like, man, I'm not gonna get this job, like, you know what I'm saying?
Didn't think you was flying
I
up.
just kept like, you know what I mean? I was like, man, I wanna get this job one day, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully they hit me back. And they hit me back, but then, you know, like I said, I quit my job to go to Australia to tour for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I was living in East New York, Brooklyn. It's like, when am I ever gonna get this opportunity? What if I never like pop off? You know what I'm saying? What if that never happens? Like I have the opportunity to go to Australia now. And like I wanna go to Australia right now. Cause I'm popping over there. So let's go over there and just do this real quick. That's when the Crookers remix was popping really overseas. Like I had like a fan base. Like we was doing shows in Australia, in certain countries, certain cities where the venues would be packed and then sometimes there only be 5 people. Yeah. But I'd be out there just rocking it. Just like there's footage online and just me being in a room with 5 people, I'd be like, everybody make some noise. It's like, yeah, it's like 5. You know what I'm saying? But then in the back of my mind, I always knew like, man, I know things are gonna be like this one day, and I want these people to remember this, that I did this show no matter how many people in the room. You know what I'm saying? I still went in, you know? So it was really just bugged out because after I got back from Australia, I was home for maybe like 3 days. Plain Pat called me. And mind you, I've met Kanye like maybe once or twice before, but it was always like, hey, what up, peace? You know? So Plain Pat hits me up and he goes, yo, Ye wants you to come out to Hawaii. And I was like, word, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real? Yeah. And I was like, well, for what? And he was like, he wants you to do like some hook references for Blueprint 3. And I didn't know like what that meant. I just was like, all right, coming. You know, I'll be there. You know what I mean? I was just like Jay, Ye wants me to do something, like, I'm there.
Right now.
You know what I mean? I really didn't understand it. I just went, you know? Yeah. And they flew me out there. And the first night, I got there like 8 p.m. I get to the studio, say what up to everybody, Ye's there. And you know, he's so excited. So he comes to me, he's like, yo, I got 8 beats already and you can just start vibing to and writing to, you know? And I was like, all right, cool. So he gives me this, you know, he gives me all the beats. And I'm sitting on the patio and I'm just chilling. I was like, man, how can I make, like, basically I had to pretend like I was Jay-Z. Like, a man that's rapped about everything. Like, what, like, I have to make a hook for him. Like, I have to make, because the hook is the chunk. The hook is the song, you know? And I was really nervous. And I was sitting, this when I smoked cigarettes at the time. And I was just smoking all these cigarettes back to back. And I remember I had one idea. And I was scared to tell Ye about it. But I was just like, man, you can't be pussy about it. So you got to tell him. And then he comes outside, but before I can get up and tell him, he's like, yo, so you got something? Like, he was so ready. I had maybe been there for like 30, 45 minutes, but luckily I was inspired by this one beat, and it was already home joint. And I had that, and I was just like, oh, they want me to fall. He's like, yo, that's crazy, get in the booth right now. Yeah. Like, literally, he was like, come on, lay that down right now. And I laid it down, and like everybody, like, you can't hear the people in the control room. All I saw was this like excitement. Yeah. Just everybody like rocking out. You know what I mean? And Jay wasn't there. Like at this point in time, it was like Jay thought, I don't know, Jay maybe thought that he was getting like a couple beats or I don't know, but like Ye was just really inspired to do the whole album. So like he wanted to have this package and present it to Jay and have like all these songs done with hooks and all that stuff. Yeah. So you know, it was really more nerve-wracking because Jay, the artist, wasn't there to like talk to, like, what are you looking for? What do you need? It was bugged out that was my first project, something of that magnitude. You know what I mean? Like, I skipped like 1,000 steps. Definitely so. You know, just off the strength of just like inspiring one human being. You know what I mean? Just inspiring Kanye from hearing my mixtape like everybody else heard it. You know? And really just being like, wow, you know? And when I was there with Ye, like sitting here and watching him, like he kept saying my raps. Like he kept saying my raps from the mixtape. Like, it was bugging me out, like on songs that only somebody who would be interested in my work would know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it was just bugged out, man. And just to see that he was genuinely interested in my work and that he admired it was so, like, mind-shattering, because, like, just a year ago or a couple years back, I had been playing his music and being inspired by him. You know what I mean? Like, I remember hearing, like, Hey Mama, and being like, man, I want to make a song like that for my mom. You know what I mean? That's one of the reasons why I connected with Ye, because he has such a relationship with his mom. And he, like, put it out there in a way where it was like, yeah, so what?
Yeah.
I'm a mama's boy. And, like, just like when you were saying that you connected with some of my stuff, like, that's how it was with Ye. That was my connection. Like, this dude is like someone who's close with his mom, and he don't front on that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, me and my mom are close. Like, she was supposed to be here, but she missed her flight. But hopefully she'll make it. You know, her flight's supposed to land soon. But you know, me and her have a relationship. So that's what really got me into Kanye West. Then I started getting into, you know, his whole movement and this understanding him as a black man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, because coming up, it's like, as a dude, like, you just gotta, it's certain things, like, you know, it's just really bugged out, because when you're coming up, everybody's so judgmental. Like, you have to be this, you have to be that. And, you know, at one point I was just like, man, no.
Yeah.
Do what I want. You know what I'm saying? Life is about what makes you happy, you know? So, yeah. And luckily I had a mother that supported that and let me do my thing. But it was just mind-boggling ending up from, like, the Bape store to working with Kanye West and then leaving Hawaii and going right back to the train. Like, I had already home on the shelf. And I was, like, still taking the train. Like, I had knew Ye, I had met all these people, and I was still in New York, living in Brooklyn, sleeping on a couch, like, roaches and rats, like,
chilling,
struggling at this time. But when you in those positions and you struggling, like, you don't be like, oh, man, all sad, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was pumped to get back to the hood, like, yeah, they don't even know that I was just Hawaii, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, in my mind, I just thought it was so cool. Because I know that at the end of the day, people going to look at that and be like, man, this dude was here when he was doing this. And it was like, you didn't even know all these things was going on. Like, there's things going on now that I'm like, moves that I'm making that I'm just not gonna tell you until, like, things pop off, because I'm not like a fame whore. I don't run around trying to, like, exploit things. You know what I'm saying? Like, most artists are getting in the studio with Ye and be on Twitter like, I'm in the studio with Ye, working on this. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's why we go off in the cut to record, so we don't have no distractions, you know? I don't know what I'm rambling about.
It's real though. It's all real.
It's kind of I talk. Once I get you talking,
Throw your diamonds in the sky if you feel the vibe.